If you're not up to speed with television right now, there's been a massive surge of good shows. And from what I gathered, we got The Sympathizers, which is on HBO. I hear good things. Invincible, which Amazon almost destroyed with the mid-season break. It's still up and popular. It finished with a bang. Shogun is a political thriller on Hulu, and I hear that's amazing. So take that for what it is. And then Fallout, which is being considered the best video game adaptation, hands down. Now, I may talk about these shows briefly and throw a YouTube short up about them here and there, but there's only one show I really wanted to make a full video about. And whoa, relax, gang. I ain't done. Let me build up on it. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Got me cold switching and crap. Let me get back to professionalism. Yeah, so this series is nostalgic, and growing up reading the source material from what this is adapted from, I'm so happy to see. Yo, chill. All right, what you want me to crash out or something? Wait for the cue, dog? Tripping. X-Men 97 is honorably. God dang, I said the title. I was supposed to build up on it. Go ahead and play the freaking.
To me, my X-Men.
I would be lying if I told you I didn't grow up obsessing over X-Men. And when I say obsessing, I mean reading the comic books, playing the video games, watching the god-awful movies, and then the pretty good ones. Listen, when I say obsessing, I mean I would wear red glasses and convince myself that if I took them off, I would accidentally murder my entire family. With all that obsession, imagine what I felt when I heard the 90s X-Men was coming back. Absolutely nothing. In all honesty, I just didn't care as much as I should have. And one, it's because from knowing how Marvel has been moving recently, I just couldn't give them the benefit of the doubt anymore. And two, I just feel like this would be one of those remember this projects and rely on the nostalgia from the older series to keep it afloat. Little did I know it was none of that. Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry, 𝙲𝚘𝚎 I was unfamiliar with your game. This series blows me away, okay? And all the 11-minute videos talking about why this series is so good shouldn't be your push into watching it. You simply just need a quick TikTok saying, hey bro, this show fire. And there you go. So yeah, this video isn't like my others. I'm not convincing you to watch X-Men 97. Instead, this video will serve as a celebration of some kind. You know, I want to give insight and help everybody appreciate the series more by diving into some details the general audience may have missed. So without further ado, spoiler warning. The X-Men doesn't work without the X-Men being the main characters. It sounds like I'm stating the obvious, but for Fox, it wasn't that obvious for some reason. Look back at majority of the X-Men films and you'll realize that it's always been Wolverine and the X-Men. The Fox X-Men were treated like half of the characters couldn't carry a whole series by themselves. I mean, you have S-tier level characters and a great comic book source material to draw from. What's stopping you from making the X-Men great? Easy answer, they didn't care enough. They looked at the comic book and said, well, they're too goofy to adapt from. They looked at Wolverine and thought he's the only character we should care about. And X-Men 97 embraces everything the X-Men are in the comic books while embracing the compelling nature of each character. Saying episode 5 is the greatest thing to come out of X-Men is an understatement because realistically, it's the greatest thing to come out of television in general. As epic as episode 5 was, it doesn't work if we don't care about the characters, period. Now, take the Fox X-Men and put them in the moment Genosha gets attacked in episode 5. Suddenly, it downplays the episode. See, Scott from the Fox films could take Gambit's place in the episode and I still wouldn't care. And let's dissect this a little bit. Scott was a part of a future film with a bigger budget, and Gambit, well, he had 5 episodes, and each one being around 30 minutes, and then there's Storm, Rogue, Magneto, and all these other X-Men he has to share screen time with. So how does an animated series with limited time write characters better than a whole feature film? Well, it was never about money or time. It was just about getting the right people to give a dang about who they're writing. Respectfully, this may be the longest session in the video, and that's because writing compelling characters are fundamental to a story. So round of applause to the creative team behind 97, because now people who've never watched the 90s series or picked up any X-Men comic book have a reason to care now and be invested into these characters moving forward. From a fan who's read majority of X-Men comic books, I feel so honored being able to watch the show adapt all these storylines to this media. E is for Extinction, the trial of Magneto, Fatal Attractions, and so much more. To be adapting all these major comic book storylines and moments in one season and not have it feel overwhelming speaks volumes about the pacing and overall plan for this story. The story seems to be heading in a very interesting direction, and the time I'm writing and recording this video, there's still one last episode left to wrap up season 1. There's no way they film the finale. I mean, with their track record so far, I can't see that happening, so let's just say they finish out the season with a bang. The story of 97 does not rely on nostalgia factors only to carry it, but yet it displays the same energy as its predecessors while diving even more deeper into who we are as people. The character's journey of self-discovery and finding their place in the world marries the challenges many young adults like myself face as they navigate their identity, beliefs, and aspirations. Not just young adults, I mean anybody, whatever the age, is looking for a sense of belonging in this world. The core themes in X-Men of embracing diversity and individuality can inspire people to celebrate their uniqueness. I believe watching X-Men has helped exterminate this victim mindset. In a time in my life where it's just so easy to say, why me? Instead, I'm saying, why not me? Don't just turn off the TV after watching X-Men 97 and think, wow, that was an amazing show. Instead, reflect a little. What makes you different? What unique situations were you put in life? What challenges presented you? And think for a second, who better could God have put in that situation but you? All right, hard transition, but the animation is awesome. If you were worried about this show looking like What If, relax. Okay, the 2D is more prevalent than the 3D, and the mix between both just looks awesome. The animation really does give off a modern day 90s X-Men series, and that's great. I'm glad this show doesn't fall far from its predecessors in terms of looks. Guys, I just want to say there's good things coming, and to say the series is saving the MCU is an understatement, because the series is not just saving the MCU, it's saving the Marvel genre as a whole. Which is kind of ironic because the original X-Men anime series saved Marvel from going bankrupt back in the 90s when they were selling the rights off to their characters to like other companies and stuff. So what does that mean? It means what X-Men has done for Marvel is a tough task, man, a tough task, but an incredible accomplishment. And that's all she wrote. If you're here, then you made it to the end of the video, and I just want to express my gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. And to the ones subscribed and are constantly being active on my channel, I'm grateful that you looked at how much time you have in your day and decided I was worth some of that time. With summer break, I hope to be more consistent with these videos, so if you're new, stick around and I promise it'll be worth it. But yeah, that's a wrap. Like always, I mean, have a blessed rest of your day. See you guys next time. That's it. Go. Bye. Love y'all. Get off the video. Go. Do something with your life. Watch 97, even though I probably just spoiled it for you. Still a great show. Still a great watch. All right, go on now.